Several months later.
Hello everyone, today is my part 2 to my 1000 subscriber Q&A. Part 1 was you asking questions, and part 2 is me answering them. So let's get straight into it. Did you grow up with old Trackmaster? Yes. What is your favorite Thomas episode and your least favorite Thomas episode? My favorite Thomas episode has to be Special Letter, and my least favorite has to be one of the Miller era episodes. What is your favorite TTTE season? My favorite season has to be 3 or 5. Do you plan on getting a rare engine anytime soon? Mighty Mac, Bertram, or Boko? I already have Mighty Mac, and Bertram and Boko will probably be a little bit later. What TTTE character you think best represents you? Probably Duck or Oliver. What's your favorite Plarail engine you own? Oh, that's pretty hard. Right now I would have to say James. Have you ever made a Thomas custom, like repainted a Thomas toy or something like that? Yes, I actually have. I made a D261 out of a Diesel 10. What's your favorite Trackmaster / Tomy troublesome truck face? I would have to say the angry or the shocked one. Are you planning to make a Donald and Douglas movie? Probably not. What's your opinion on the new Thomas reboot? I really dislike it. What's your opinion on Thomas and the Magic Railroad? I think it's decent. It's not the best movie ever, but it's not the worst. Mr. Oliver, I'm gonna pinch you. You can try, but I'm just gonna run away. Are you gonna get a Plarail 2003 Gordon or Plarail 2003 Percy? Yes, in the future. Favorite engine in your collection? I have a lot of engines in my collection, so I would have to say Douglas or Steam Along Thomas. Congratulations on 1K subs, man. I got a question myself. Do you have any brand new in-box items in your collection? If so, from what range? I sadly do not. Congrats on 1000 subs, bro. Thank you so much. What Plarail item from engines 1 through 6 do you recommend the most? I would have to say James or Edward. I absolutely love their models. What's your least favorite item in your collection? My Trackmaster 2 Thomas. What item is your oldest item that you've had? If you're talking about in my collection, my Hit Toys Thomas. If you're talking about when it was made, my Tomy Thomas. Are you planning to make a 98462 and an 87546 custom Trackmaster? Maybe in the future, and Edward says hi back. Custom Plarail pack idea. Edward, Trevor, and the Really Useful Party. If I ever make a part 3 to the custom Plarail packs, I'll definitely consider it. What is the rarest item in your collection? Probably my Duncan or Douglas. Have you ever seen Tugs? Yes, I have, and I loved it. Well done. Make a great race set as a challenge. Maybe. Congrats, I have a few questions. What are your favorite custom packs you made? My Oliver and Douglas one. Are you going to make a Twin Trouble remake? Yes, I only need a few more pieces and then I'll be ready. Is Oliver your favorite character? Yes. Where did you get your Douglas? I got my Douglas off of eBay and I was lucky enough to get him for decently cheap. How do you find rare stuff like that? Also, congratulations. I find rare stuff by going on eBay a lot and searching for stuff. Have you thought on making a custom old shape Henry? No, not right now because I'm trying to get the engines that I don't have in my collection. Who's better, Henry or Gordon? If I had to make a decision, I would have to say Gordon, but in my opinion, they're equal. What's your favorite Gordon episode? Definitely a better view for Gordon. Thoughts on All Engines Go? It's really not for me, but it's okay if you like it. What train do you want to get the most? Definitely Oliver. Congratulations, man. You deserve it all. Thank you. Least favorite Tomy / Trackmaster / Plarail item? Definitely the 2018 Plarail Edward. That thing is terrible. His wheel configuration is bad, his face is bad, and his model's way too chunky. Who / what are your favorite and least favorite characters? Favorite Oliver, least favorite Samson, favorite and least favorite seasons. 3 and 5 are my favorite seasons. Least favorite seasons, 22 and 14. Favorite and least favorite narrators. Favorite narrator, George Carlin. Least favorite, Michael Brandon. How many Tomy engines do you have? I have 45 working engines. What's the most expensive item you own? My Douglas or my Mighty Mac with the box? Why do you like Oliver? As a kid, I thought Oliver looked really different from the other engines, and I liked him. And that's stuck with me till now. Show us your top 10 favorite engines you have right now. My top 10 favorite engines I have at the time are Douglas, Steam Along Thomas, James, Edward, Henry, Duncan, Mighty Mac, Murdoch, Arthur, and Duck. What are your plans now? Make more videos and hopefully gain more subscribers. Who is your next engine? That's a secret. What's your favorite non-model series episode? It's hard to say because I haven't seen that much of the CGI series. What is your favorite Thomas movie or favorite Thomas episode? My favorite Thomas movie is The Great Discovery for the model series and Sodor Legends of the Lost Treasure for the CGI series. Did you start collecting Thomas Wooden Railway or Tomy Trackmaster? As a kid I started collecting Wooden Railway, but then I immediately switched to Tomy and Trackmaster. Do you know why Tomy Oliver is expensive? Yes, Tomy Oliver was never released in the US, and he was never released by Hit Toys or Mattel. He was only ever released by Tomy. When did you start your channel? I started my channel on August 23rd, 2022. Congrats. Thank you. Will you be making destinations for your Tomy/Trackmaster engines? If you will, what exactly are you thinking of making? Some of the stations and buildings that weren't made by Trackmaster or Tomy, such as the station that Gordon crashes through and a better view for Gordon. What is your favorite Erdl Thomas toy? I have two, Oliver and Coldy. Why did you want to make a YouTube channel? I wanted to make a YouTube channel because I found out about the Thomas and Friends community, then I started to collect again. So I started a YouTube channel to show my love of Thomas, show off my collection, and be a part of the community. When I can buy another engine, what Tomy/Trackmaster engine should I buy that's under $35? There are a lot of cheap engines that go for under $35, like Stepney, Skarloey, Thomas, Percy, and even more. How old are you? 13. What was your first Thomas merch? Wooden Railway. Will you do your own series? Eventually. When rebuilding a Tomy/Trackmaster collection, what items should I buy first? Skarloey, definitely. He's cheap and he's really common. Can we be friends? Sure. Have you seen Sodor Fallout? Yes, and I don't like it very much. Name me a character worse than the logging locos. Charlie or Samson. When did you get all your blue track? In the past year and a half. Do you have any Tomy or Trackmaster narrow gauge engines? Yes, I do. I have a Tomy Duncan, a Tomy Mighty Mac, a Trackmaster Skarloey, and Trackmaster Stir Handle. Also, congrats on 1K. Thanks. What's your thoughts about getting the Tomy Thomas Giant set 1998 version one day? I would love to have this set again because I had fond memories of it as a kid. Do you like Bachmann? I've actually never owned a Bachmann item, but what I've seen of it online, they actually look pretty cool. What is your opinion on Tomy Oliver? I think his model is decent. I like the black wheels, but I do not like how squashed he looks. Are we friends? Sure. Will you want to make your own series? If you're talking about me starting my own series, I would love to in the future. Will you make a custom? I'm not planning on it, but maybe I'll change my mind. What advice do you have to give to younger/newer YouTubers? My advice would be you should try to improve your content with every new video. And you should try new things that nobody else has done before. Who are your top 10 favorite characters? My top 10 favorite characters are Oliver, Douglas, Donald, Bill, Ben, Edward, James, Duncan, Boko, and Duke. Favorite color? Orange. Thoughts on Donald and Douglas? I absolutely love their characters, and I think I love them as much as Oliver. What's an item that you think is overrated? I think the Plarail Hero is overrated. I really dislike the proportions, and I think the Trackmaster one's better. What's an item that you think is underrated? I think the Hit Toys Billy and Plarail Arthur are underrated. I absolutely love their models, and I think they're amazing. I'll have to do a review on them someday. Thoughts on Season 8? It's okay. That's really all I have to say. What's your favorite video you made this year? That's a hard question to answer because I have a lot of videos, but I think my Steam Along Thomas one is probably my favorite. What's your prized possession in your collection? It's gotta be my Murdoch because he has a factory error. What is your favorite episode in the classic series? Special letter. What Tomy/Plarail set is your favorite? Definitely the Thomas and the Freight Cars set, but the original version, not the 2012 release. Who is your favorite Thomas Tomy toy? Definitely Douglas. I absolutely love his face expression and all his details. What's your opinion on Plarail All Engines Go? I think it's alright. If I were to get one of the engines, it would have to be Percy or Diesel. What's the first item you ever got? The first item I can ever remember getting is a Hit Toys Thomas with a loop of track and an Annie and a Clarabelle. What is your favorite/least favorite Tomy/Trackmaster item? Favorite Douglas, least favorite Trackmaster 2 Thomas. Do you plan to make videos on other Thomas brands? Yes, I would love to make videos on stuff like Wooden Railway and Erdl. Do you plan to make more remakes? Yes, I'm gonna try to make as many remakes as I can. Do you think YouTube could be your full-time job or just a hobby? I think maybe in between as a part-time job, but definitely not a full-time job. What's your favorite Thomas character of the model series? Oliver. Do you have a Tomy Duck, Stepney, and Gordon? I have a Duck, but not a Stepney or a Gordon. I love your channel and congratulations on 1K subscribers. Thanks for the support. Congrats. So here are my questions. Do you plan to buy a Tomy Oliver someday, even though it costs a limb? I'll try. Do you like anything that isn't Thomas? Yeah, I like video games, Legos, music, and various movie franchises. Who is your newest engine? Duck. So, when are you gonna get a Tomy Oliver? Hopefully by the end of the year. Have you tried getting a Tomy Gordon yet? I have not. Why Tomy/Trackmaster? Well, as a kid, I absolutely loved Tomy and Trackmaster, and I had other things like Take Along, Take and Play, and Wooden Railway, but I would always play with that. And even to this day, Tomy/Trackmaster is my favorite toy line. What do you have in common with Mattel? I dislike Mattel because they're greedy and they are slowly destroying Thomas. What's your opinion on Trackmaster Cranky? I think he's really cool. What is your favorite narrow gauge engine from TTTE? Definitely Duncan, I absolutely love his character. First off, congratulations, thank you. What's your favorite merchandise besides Tomy? If you're not counting Trackmaster, then Trackmaster, but if Trackmaster doesn't count, Wooden Railway. Railway series, TV series, or hit era? As much as I love the Railway series, definitely TV series. It holds a special place in my heart. Wow, congratulations. What's your favorite real-life steam locomotive? The Flying Scotsman. If Mattel gave you the keys to revive the show, how would you go about doing it? I would bring back the CGI series and the model series and have them run as two separate shows. Plarail or Hit Toys? Definitely Plarail. Least favorite Tomy item? Molly. Thoughts on Talk and Action engines? I think they're amazing and I would love to own them someday. Also, thank you. What is your favorite motorized model? Douglas or Steam Along Thomas? Who is your favorite Thomas YouTuber? I watch a lot of people and I don't think I can choose. Congrats, man. Which track is your favorite? Tomy, Trackmaster, or Trackmaster 2? I love the detail of Trackmaster 1, but I think Tomy is better. How would you rank the Thomas narrators? I would say George Carlin, Michael Angelis, Pierce Brosnan, Alec Baldwin, Ringo Starr, and Michael Brandon. And I don't really care for the CGI narrators. Who is your least favorite character in the Railway series? That's a hard question, and if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I can answer that. Any plans on getting rare Tomy items? Yes. What's your first Tomy item ever? The first Tomy item I can remember getting is a giant Tomy Thomas at a garage sale. Who or what inspired you to make Thomas content? I would have to say just the Thomas community in general. What's your least favorite classic series episode? That's a hard one to answer, but I would have to say one of the hit era Scarloey episodes. Congrats on 1K subscribers, my friend. Thank you so much, dude. What is your favorite Tomy/Trackmaster loco? Definitely Angry Thomas or Tomy Arthur. What is your favorite real-life engines/steam locomotives? The Flying Scotsman or the engines on the Tally Lynn Railway? What engines, rolling stock, or destinations do you think Plarail should make? Definitely Daisy, Derek, some more of the troublesome tankers, and definitely another one of the dock sets, like the Wharf or just in general another dock. Favorite Tomy or Trackmaster face variations? Angry Thomas and Angry Gordon. What age did you start collecting Tomy? I think around 4 or 5. I have a question. Do you always get your engines from eBay? Occasionally I'll get some from Facebook Marketplace or places like Goodwill, but most of the time it's eBay. What do you use to edit? CapCut. Most expensive item you got? The Soto Roundhouse set. Do you still remember me from the beginning of your channel? Yes. How much did you get your Tomy Douglas for? $40. What is your favorite Thomas character besides Oliver? Donald and Douglas. How long have you been a Thomas fan? I've been a Thomas fan since I was a kid, so most likely 4 or 5. Congrats again, bro. Which Tomy or Trackmaster model is your favorite and why? Douglas because I love his model and I love his face, or Steam Along Thomas because he puffs real steam and he is significantly faster than other engines. How big is your layout? Most of the time it's 6 feet by 3 feet. What's your opinion on Trainboy54? I haven't seen any of his content, so I can't really have an opinion on it. What inspired you with Tomy Trackmaster? The whole Thomas community. Why are you an Oliver fan like myself, lol? Because Oliver's my favorite character. 1. Will you make a part 3 of your custom Tomy videos? Yes. 2. When will you get a Tomy Oliver? I'm not sure. How many subs for a possible face reveal? 10,000. How did you get into Thomas? As a kid, I watched the show and played with a lot of the toys. If Hit or Mattel put you in charge of writing a Thomas movie, which theme would you put to focus and why? Definitely anti-bullying, friendship, and facing your fears to teach kids about life lessons. but that would be for the kids, not the actual Thomas community. Which era of Thomas series do you consider worse than AEG? Nitrogen was alright because it was kind of boring, but Big World Big Adventures is just hard to sit through. So definitely Big World Big Adventures. I hope you guys liked the video. Sorry it took so long, there was a lot of questions to get through and it took me a long time. Subscribe and like if you guys enjoy my channel, and peace out.